it didn't end up raining all that hard, but I just think it was the end of the day, and I think by that point in the day, the going got pretty deep. And the course certainly rode pretty tough, so.
It was gonna ride tough, right?
Yep.
Yeah, how were you feeling yesterday after you walked it a bunch of times?
I always feel cautiously good going into courses with this mare because she tries really, really hard. But that being said, this would be my 4th intermediate on her, I think, and 7th event I've done with her. So so I don't know her that well, and she is always trying so hard for me, but I don't know her. She's the first horse really that I've ridden that I haven't brought up from a novice horse.
You had some drama with Patty the Caddy before you even got to go on course, yes?
Oh my gosh, yes. He pulled a shoe in warm-up, which in retrospect I'm so happy it happened in warm-up because it would have happened on course, and I think he would have kept, like if I hadn't seen it, I think he would have kept running, and I was scared he would have hurt himself. So we lost the shoe in warm-up, and it was funny, I like jumped a jump and I looked down and I was like, God, there's a shoe on the ground there. And then I'm thinking, I just rode that line maybe a minute ago, and so I just pulled up and asked my girls if I had my shoes, and I didn't. So there was a lot of confusion about whether or not the ferry could go down to the Star, which he couldn't, so then we had to come back here, and he put the shoe on, and they ended up putting me at the end of the division. They were really, really good about it. But yeah, I was nervous about that. And he's a baby, so I wanted the warm-up to go perfectly and then head right up to the start, and that is not what happened.
I love his name.
Patty the Caddy. Yeah, his own, Frank McEntee owns him, and he doesn't know why he's named that. He thinks that it was a joke with the trainers and the racing line that he came out of, but I think it has something to do with SpongeBob SquarePants.
Is he an off-the-track horse?
He is. He is an Irish-bred thoroughbred, and he was imported by Frank as a yearling, I think. And he was in Grand Motion's program until the latter part of his 3-year-old year, and he never raced. He was a favorite for his first race, and I don't know what happened, but he didn't end up running. And Frank's daughter had been taking lessons with me, and he had a bunch of other race horses and wasn't sure Patty was going to pan out, so we tried to event him. And it was actually right around this weekend 2 years ago that he first came to my barn, so he had just turned 4 at the time, and I can't believe he's here thinking of the horse that he was when he came to me. He was just this gawky 15-hand, like, really awkward baby. He couldn't canter, he couldn't turn. So it's really funny to think that he's come this far in 2 years.